Hello, this is Layla and I'll be presenting Business Analysis case study for Group 1. In this project, we're going to be applying class concepts and techniques, especially SWOT analysis and engineering knowledges, to analyze and develop innovative strategies on three real companies, Volkswagen, Chevron, and Shopify. Before we begin, here are basic descriptions for each company. Volkswagen is a German multinational automotive manufacturing company. This company is the second largest automaker in the world and currently owns 12 subsidiaries which make up the Volkswagen Group. Chevron is a multinational energy corporation but also a world's largest oil company. Lastly, Shopify is a Canadian multinational e-commerce company. This company has more than 1 million businesses in approximately 175 countries. SWOT analysis stands for a strategic planning technique to help identifying strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to business competition or planning. The strength of Volkswagen is their product. Of all automotive companies, this company has the widest brand portfolio, which encompasses different types of vehicles. They sell their products across under 12 different brands. One of the weaknesses is that Volkswagen has been involved in a 2015 scandal in which the company was found to install software code into its diesel vehicles, which would control different emission levels during the vehicle testing in a laboratory when compared to the real-world emission level. This was treated as deceiving customers and created a negative publicity. Furthermore, this company has the highest recall rate in US market among all automotive companies. This company also has made little efforts in its history to enter the market and far behind their rival companies. Volkswagen mainly competes in the small vehicle range, and the demand for small vehicles is expected to rise with the increased fuel costs. Currently, autonomous vehicle is the trend in the future, and few of companies are testing their vehicles on the roads. Volkswagen is planning to introduce its autonomous vehicles by 2025, but they should introduce them earlier to potentially increase their sales and use this as their opportunities. However, Volkswagen is facing with competition from new companies such as Tesla. As a result of 2015 scandal, the new companies seek to accuse Volkswagen of giving false emission data, and this will cause further decrease their profits. We can conclude Volkswagen's competitive position based on previous information. Volkswagen has been recognized by people around the world because of the widest brand portfolio. The competitive position is to focus on producing the gasoline cars for all different needs of customers. However, compared to the rival company Tesla, Volkswagen do not have any advantages, and in addition, due to 2015 scandal, the industry prospect of Volkswagen is not optimistic. The key driver for long-term profitability for Volkswagen is to adjust its profit model according to the market demand, including market pricing, strategic sales of vehicles, and which country will make the company more profitable. Recommended changes will be first, to maintain the existing business model and constantly adjust the strategy according to the market demand. And secondly, they should continue to launch new products suitable for the development of the times. Here is the SWOT analysis for Chevron. The strengths are that Chevron has a high brand value, which is 63rd position in the industry, and also ranked 5th largest company in the oil and gas sector in the world. Chevron has complete integration strategy that involves producing, refining, and selling products. Furthermore, this company has a massive geographic presence in more than 180 countries. However, Chevron has been involved in few legal proceedings and unlawful actions. This company was fined, violating laws as they had not reported excess emissions. Another weakness is that Chevron has been suffering from poor financials in the last few years. Their opportunities could be that the demand for natural gas is expected to increase. In addition, there is a huge incentive to develop research in the field of renewable energy, and Chevron has already had a head start as it operates renewable facilities in the US. Since the issues regarding the environment is getting serious, stringent government policies can threaten Chevron. Also, due to the falling oil prices for past few years, the oil and gas companies have been damaged and it might damage the company's financials. From the summarized information from SWOT analysis, Chevron has an advantage on the industry chain and make products differentiated. Even though Chevron has been suffering from poor financials in the last few years, the demand for natural gas is expected to increase and this will make Chevron to have more advantage. Above all, the industry prospect of Chevron is optimistic since they already had advantage on the development and the financial problem could be solved through it. The key drivers that Chevron has is a great investment strategy in energy, which makes them very profitable. The recommended changes would be firstly, Chevron should keep improving their technology to adapt to changing world. This includes exploration technologies for fossil energy and new energy resources. Second thing is that Chevron can split up their businesses into separated parts since the company has many businesses. One of the strengths of Shopify is that this company has a large number of outlets in almost every state in the US, which supports a strong distribution network that makes the customers access to the products easily in a timely manner. Strategic partnerships also allows delivering products conveniently. However, Shopify suffers from lack of diversification in the workplace since the workforce at Shopify is concentrated with mostly local workers. Shopify has a higher employee turnover rate compared to its competitors, which means more people leaving the job. Even though Shopify is spending more than the average on research and development in the industry, it is spending way less than a few major players within the industry. But there is a big opportunity for Shopify in the kingdom of social media. Shopify can use SNS to promote their products and interact with customers. Another way is using e-commerce, which means that opening online stores may help with leading collecting more customers online. The major threat is the technological developments by its competitors. Also, numerous players entering the market are a threat to Shopify as it can lose its customers to new entrants. Shopify has widely distributed so that customers could access to their products easily, and this is the competitive position advantage of Shopify. Promoting on social media will bring more opportunity for them. However, Shopify is losing talent and they need to spend more time and money on training new employees. It is hard for Shopify to keep long-term workers and it reduces opportunities for the company to develop high skill level for employees, and this will make Shopify to have low competitive position on developing new technologies compared to major players. The key for long-term profitability is the rise of the internet has made Shopify hugely profitable with high traffic costs, and the rise of social media pushing merchants to build private domain traffic. Therefore, we recommend to do more marketing and increase the diversity of publicity. Also, Shopify should cooperate with other e-commerce and internet sales to reduce costs by sharing warehouses and backend sales. Companies such as Volkswagen, Chevron, and Shopify must develop very effective innovation strategies to remain relevant and thus retain their market share. So, here are some professional guidelines for the development of efficient corporate innovation strategies. The first thing is that it is important to overcome the challenges by offering productive products such as fuel-efficient products. The manufacturers must work on their products to ensure that the engines are more active on fuel consumption. Also, to ensure that the firms remain profitable, it is inevitable that production cost is reduced. So, manufacturers must consider alternative raw materials that can replace the expensive ones and still serve the purpose. However, the car's looking, stability, and quality must be probably even better than the previous ones. The companies must also determine the target market to ensure that the car's modifications are appropriate, which means that products can be classified in terms of various demographics such as gender, age, profession, or even social status. Each company should seek to incorporate various new technologies into car manufacturing to ensure that they increase efficiency and enhance competitiveness, including safety. For example, they could improve batteries to keep competitive in the market. In the strategy for innovation, considering durability is one of the key. The companies must follow up on their cars to check off the areas of weaknesses and therefore seek to improve them. Furthermore, the organizations can also venture into new technologies such as production of electric cars to supplement the gas-fueled cars to reduce the amount of pollution. In conclusion, a good marketing strategy must be developed through the use of research information to ensure all bases are covered to avoid surprises likely to affect the sales. And the research must target specific to ensure that the companies identify the gaps in the industry and those in their products. Thank you for your patience.